Without further ado, let's listen to Rich Cooper once again explain to men how even being perfect will not save you from a cheating spouse. Let's get it.
As men, perhaps even more. I see so many cheating wives that I really began to wonder who was sexing all of them up, because it sure as hell wasn't me. Where were these guys who were sleeping with all these wives? Because they sure weren't coming through my law office either. The question remained a mystery to me until I moved in with a guy friend of mine for several months when I was in between homes. I soon learned that my friend was sleeping with a lot of these wives. He and his best friend were. He and his best friend trolled a dating site and sexed up many different wives and single women. And that's what the quote-unquote single women told them, is what he's saying. It got so bad that before either one of them went on a date with a new woman in their city, they literally called each other to make sure they didn't F the same woman, which they referred to as double dipping. These two guys were in their mid-40s, not particularly attractive or remarkable. They refused to spend any money on these women, and we figured out that between the two of them, they had slept with about 70 different women in their city in 1 year alone that I was there. They never had sex with any of these women together, and neither one had sex with the same woman. I saw many strange women come to my friend's house while I lived with him, and sometimes I heard them. I personally knew the other guy as well. One woman would open her garage door in the middle of the afternoon at the matrimonial home. He'd park inside, close the garage door, service her and leave. Like a drive-through, more like a drive in and out. Well, I know that some of you aren't going to like this one, but what are you going to do about it? That's the reality of the sexual marketplace. Human beings often push for monogamy. We love talking about being monogamous all the time. I've talked about often, the difference between polygynous type of relationships and monogamous type of one.
Notice how we said that the men were not in any way remarkable whatsoever. They weren't remarkable.
And the grim reality of this whole issue that is being dealt with is that humans are in fact very, very promiscuous. There's a chapter in my book, The Unplugged Alpha, where I talked about the promiscuous nature of human beings from all these different perspectives. And the truth of the matter is, guys, is if you're going to choose monogamy, make sure it's chosen, not enforced upon you. And just understand that women do cheat. There's no amount of buffers for marriage, religious ceremonies, or any of these things that are going to protect you from a woman that is going to step out and sleep with other guys. There's some things you can do. Sure, I'll talk about that in a little bit. So let me share an interesting personal story with you.